what time it is. No bias talk, no racism. Got to give y'all opinion about the sport that I love. Got to talk about Jaron Ennis calling out Errol Spence Jr. at the fight. You seen the uproar, hollering back and forth, at the same time. I keep telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? Jaron Ennis, I'm going to give respect to both of these fighters. Jaron Ennis and Errol Spence Jr. Both of them have great fighting ability. Both of them are giving us entertainment in the sport of boxing. Love to see both of these young black men accomplishing their dreams in the sport of boxing. But this calling out of Errol Spence Jr. and it's great that this is happening because now we can see the divide between the real Spence fans and the real Jaron Ennis fans. Because a lot of y'all was backing up Jaron Ennis because you knew possibly that Errol Spence would lose to Terrence Crawford and he was going to be our backup guy in case Errol Spence lost to Crawford. But now it's good that you see Jaron Ennis going at Errol Spence Jr. So now we can see who the real fans are and who the fake fans are. But put some damn respect on Errol Spence's name. Jaron Ennis ain't fought nobody. I don't care how many fights he had. Respect to you, Jaron. Almost 30-some fights, no names. Thomas DeLorme, Sergey Lipinets, and this last guy who even certified what Errol Spence said. I can't say certain fighters, but I heard Errol Spence say it looked like the guy came and laid down. Why are y'all so caught? Let me tell you, and this is no disrespect to Ron Ennis. Like I said, bro, you fulfilling your dreams. I support you. You're a black man living your dreams. To me, Jaron Ennis is a bigger fighter who is pushing and trying to make people fight him because he's a bigger fighter. He shouldn't be at 147, and he's not going to be at the weight class long enough, so he's trying to force fights. Say it. So he's trying to force fights at 147. Not necessarily force fights at 147, but he is in a rush at 147 because he's such a bigger fighter. Now, you can look at him physically and tell that Jaron Ennis should be at 154. Without a doubt. 154 or 160 at the most. That's no hating, that's just being real. So the rushing process, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get in there knowing he's bigger than Crawford, bigger than Errol Spence. Well, I don't know if he's big. Errol really is kind of big himself, but Terrence is coming from 140. Terrence is naturally right now really a 147 pounder. Now, Errol is not. We been knew Errol is not. But at the same time, I'm telling you the process of what Jaron Ennis is doing. See, the best fight that I would like to see is him excuse me, y'all. The best fight I would like to see is him versus Spence because they are big guys at welterweight. Spence been bullying at welterweight. That's why you've been hearing that probably Spence is going to move up. We keep hearing about the negotiation talk between him and Crawford, but we ain't heard nothing good yet. So, Spence himself said that Al Heyman knows that Crawford wanted to fight. So, that's good. Hopefully we going to get the fight made. But at the same time, Jaron Ennis has done really nothing. Now, yes, if I'm not mistaken, he behind Virgil Ortiz as a mandatory. I think them two need to fight, settle that situation. Some of them guys need to go holler at Conor Benn. Keith Thurman is out there. Keith Thurman need a highlighted fight to bring him back up to the limelight for the undisputed fight as the winner of Errol Spence or Crawford may line up. Yes, Keith Thurman, my favorite fighter, needs to do something to fight one of those big names, Virgil Ortiz or Jaron Ennis, to put fire back to his name. And Conor Benn too, like I said. But at the same time, put some respect on Errol Spence. Jaron Ennis calling out Errol Spence right now makes no sense because we know that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are trying to make the fight happen for undisputed. So the calling out and the hollering really means nothing. It's other fighters at 147 that Jaron Ennis could be named and going at instead of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford right now because they are trying to make a fight happen. And I'm just being real. Yes, he can let the world know, I want to fight them. I want to challenge them. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, Don't call them out when you see they already lined up for a fight. You wasting the public's time and our time. We know you don't. There's no point in even doing that. There's Crawford nor Errol Spence would miss out on an undisputed fight to fight you, Jaron Ennis. And now, with all due respect, it's just that you have nothing to offer. The resume that he brings, y'all, is Thomas Delorme, former 140-pounder who got beat by Crawford years ago. Sergey Lipinets, and a guy who we don't even know, who they just tried to say he was in the top 10 and because he was undefeated. We don't even know this dude. And y'all think he ready for Errol Spence? Not saying he isn't ready, but wait your time. Wait your time. But the good thing about this is we finally get to see who the real deal Errol Spence fans is, and we get to see who the real Jaron Ennis fans. Because I know a lot of y'all was going to use Jaron Ennis as y'all backup boy if Errol Spence was to lose to Crawford. So that's the great thing about this. That's what I love about this. But that's my opinion of it. And I thank y'all for supporting the channel. I thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to keep putting up these videos, letting y'all know, how I feel about the sport of boxing, the sport that I love. Subscribe to the channel. Hit your notification bells. Go to all. Hit the 3 buttons and go to all so you make sure you see all the videos about boxing. I love y'all. I'm out. This is easy work.